In the Orientation 2 series, we covered the fundamentals of psych development. 2.3 covered the psych roots: knowledge, perception, and conscience. If these influence the development of a person's psych disposition, what happens if one of them gets altered? Where false information, traumatic experiences, or impositions can adulterate a person's psych structure, Haven Realm can help deconstruct warped thinking patterns. This is where I introduce to you Orientation 3. In this series, we will work on bridging the gap between truth and perception, because not everyone processes information the same as characterized by one's predisposition. Truth can be distorted when influences don't educate an individual at their level of thinking, and when structural patterns are enforced into one's reality, the conscience undergoes fluctuations of what is truly right and wrong. Thus, a person may trail their thinking patterns to popular consensuses and trends, emotional ties such as on fear or feelings, or a loving God above all things, where a person studies Scripture and ties right and wrong to the unadulterated truth of complete obedience to His Word. Thus, discipleship by which Haven Realm recognizes as true Christianity. Once conscience is set straight and knowledge is acquired from Scripture, a person must protect their faith with firm conviction. This is where I cover more on stature integrity. A true Christian who lives out their faith always maintains a data filter of love and obedience, discerning truth from falsehood, right from wrong, from God's standards, not from human standards. That filter, the Christian must look out for: integrity of knowledge, where influences speak truthful information, free from adulterated sources; the authenticity of conscience, where contextual interpretation is free from alterations; clarity of perception, where data received is freely given, free of ulterior motives and impositions. If any one of those is out of place, thinking patterns will alter course. Here are examples of how psych alterations may develop as a result of toxic exposure. The person who teaches Bible class also promotes LGBTQ. Does that mean that lifestyle is okay? The things I'm taught keep changing depending on who I'm with. I don't know who to believe. My guardian said that cursing is wrong, yet I see him do it all the time. As you can see, what is taught, shown, and enforced can influence a person's psych development. Yet Christianity makes no exceptions for poor decisions. If you're steered off course, it is your responsibility to prioritize God's will, even if it means making sacrificial choices. If you're finding yourself pathologically making poor choices out of habit, Psych Deconstruction will help you identify the root causes that trigger those decisions. After all, we're aiming for the psych structuring into conscience number 5. To do that, let's transition from old habits to new disciplines.